Welcome to Catapult's Digital Workspace Strategy Summit. In this summit, I'm going to cover a topic called building artificial intelligence into your app. So before we go into the topic, we'll see about me first. My name is Krishna Rachakonda. I'm a managing consultant at Catapult Systems. I'm a business applications MVP, Microsoft Business Applications MVP, and also a super user in Microsoft Power Apps Community Forum. So in this topic, this is the agenda. Why is artificial intelligence? What is artificial intelligence and its capabilities? And we will also see the low-code platform, Power Apps, the artificial intelligence AI builder, and we'll see a demo that is built by using Power Apps and AI builder. And finally, we will wrap up with the licensing. So before we get into the topic, this is Catapult's digital workspace maturity model. On the left side, you see 5 different layers, tiers, as well as on the bottom, you can see 9 different categories. So we have expertise or specialists across 9 different specializations, like a digital employee experience, collaboration, communication, apps and automation, and so on. So every organization, if we take, they may be in a particular stage of implementing technology. Not all organizations at the same level with respect to implementing technologies. So whichever level you are in, Catapult has a specialists in all these 9 different areas. We can help you in reaching from your current level to the Excel level. And we will help you with, as most of us are working with other clients, and we know how the market is and how the things are working in every different clients, and we carry that experience to with a lot of better recommendations and suggestions, which will help the future of the organization as well. So out of this maturity model, my topic covers the apps and automation section. As part of this automation section, like we build like the custom business applications, automating business process, and also supporting the legacy applications, or also connectivity between the on-premise systems to the cloud. We do all kinds of work along with the migrations and building the new applications as well. So now getting into the topic, why is artificial intelligence and what's its capabilities? Artificial intelligence, the word is there from 1950s. But recently, there is a big hype, and last few years, there is a lot of hype and buzz with the artificial intelligence. AI actually has a lot of potential to disrupt every industry and every business. AI will enable companies of all sizes, irrespective of the size of the organization. We can actually achieve better business results by maximizing on the 3 different trends. Access to massive amounts of data, access to massive computing power through cloud, access to recent breakthroughs in new AI algorithms as well. So Microsoft has made tremendous AI advancements from their global research and data scientist teams. These AI innovations have enabled Microsoft to produce products to empower the businesses, citizen developers, and professional developers, and data scientists to build and deploy models faster. In Azure, Microsoft Azure, by using cognitive services, the developers can easily apply Microsoft pre-trained AI models in their own applications. They can implement vision, speech, language, search, decision-making functionality without requiring machine learning expertise. So when thinking of adopting artificial intelligence into your business applications, you should consider the pre-built artificial intelligence services first. Building any AI model from the scratch by using machine learning, that requires a lot of skills and expertise. So that is really tough. And also it's a time consuming activity as well. So always leveraging existing pre-built AI models can be helpful as a first step. If something is not, if the pre-built AI services are not helpful, Microsoft is also providing some custom models as well, in which we can train the models with the sample data that we have and use those models. Azure Cognitive Services is a Microsoft pre-built AI product. These are pre-trained models that have been developed by Microsoft global researchers and data scientists to solve the common problems. To avoid reinventing the wheel, the business can leverage pre-built services to achieve quality and accelerate delivery of technology solutions. So now we will look into the next section of the topic is the low code platform. So Microsoft has a Power Platform with a collection of services. One of the services is Power Apps. With Power Apps, we can create low code applications. We can create applications without writing. There are use cases we can create applications without a code also. But all the code that we write in these Power Apps is which is pretty similar to the Excel formulas, and the formulas in the Power Apps are called Power FX. So if we see what is Power Apps is, it is a suite of apps and services and connectors, and it can connect to various kinds of data sources. As well as it is as well as a data platform. It comes with one data platform as well. It is called a Dataverse. And this platform actually helps provides a rapid development environment to build custom apps for your business needs. Apps built using Power Apps provide rich business logic and workflow capabilities to transform your manual business operations to digital and automated process. Apps built using Power Apps have a responsive design, can run seamlessly in browser as well as on mobile devices like a phone or a tablet as well. Coming to the AI Builder is a Microsoft Power Platform capability you can use to improve business performance by automating business process and predicting outcomes. So AI Builder is an add-on to the Power Platform, and it's a premium service that we can use with the Power Apps and Power Automate. And in turn, like when we use AI Builder, it actually calls the cognitive services, Azure's cognitive services, to leverage the models. And AI Builder actually brings the power of artificial intelligence to the solutions through point and click experience. Literally, by using AI Builder in the Power Platform, we can build the applications within no time. Like in the demo, I'll show you some of the models that I used that were built within every model I used was created that was within less than 10 to 15 minutes. So again, it all depends on use case to use case again. AI Builder enables your business to use intelligence to automate process and glean insights from your data in the Power Apps and Power Automate. With AI Builder, you don't need coding or data science skills to access the power of artificial intelligence. So that's a big advantage. with the AI builder. You can build custom models tailored to your needs or choose a pre-built model that is ready to use for many common business scenarios. So in the AI builder, there are two types of models, as we have seen in the previous slide. There are pre-built AI models as well as custom models as well. Pre-built AI models, all you need to do is just provide the information to it, like provide an image or a PDF document, and the model will take care of it, and it will return you the results from the model. Whereas custom models, we need to train them. We need to create mm, the custom model out of it. For example, I have a vendor. I have many customers, and all of them sends me invoices of different formats. So I need to analyze I need to capture the data from each of those invoices, and I receive these invoices every week or every day probably. So in those cases, I have a lot of invoices coming from these people, and I need to automate this. I need to create a custom model. Like I can create a model like a form processing for the invoices. I can connect it to the data. I can tailor the AI model and train the AI model by providing some sample files, like these invoice files of different categories, different from the different vendors. We can provide to the AI model and train it. The more data that we provide for the training of the AI model, that will help the model to generate better results. The confidence of the AI model will increase with more data. So once the model is ready, then it is ready to plug in with your Power App or Power Automate or any other applications as well. Okay, now let's get into the AI, the demo part. This is my personal Office 365 tenant, and you can see a lot of these apps. And out of it, there is a Power Apps app. If you click on it, you can go to this particular page. So in this page, you can see on the left navigation, there are so many options are there, but specifically, if you see, there is a section for AI Builder, and just click on the build, and then you can see all the different AI models. And these models are all also categorized based on the data type. Like some of the models are related to documents, like we need to provide some images or PDF documents to use these models. Whereas a text, we can just provide some text information to this text or some images as well to extract the information out of these models. And structured data, for example, if I have a SharePoint list or a SQL table, and if I want to analyze the data and predict what is the future based on the data, I can use this prediction model, custom model out of that. Also, there are models based on the images as well. So let me go through these models briefly. I may not cover all the models, but I'll just try to give you some sample overview of these models. Okay, let's take this text recognition model. If you see here, like right now, like for this model, if I provide an image, the model can read the text out of the images, and it returns that text back to your application. And you can your application can process the data and store it in a like a SharePoint list or a SQL or any other data source as possible. Okay, so for example, if you write something on a whiteboard, and if you just capture it and provide that picture to the AI model, that will read all the data, and you can have that into the application. And also here, one of the container has some text, and the AI model can read it. So the simple and real-time experience, real-time example is There are so many oil and oil gas drilling companies, and if we have any equipment or any parts, we can read all the text or all the messages on top of these equipments or the buildings, all of that from this one. So, and if you see here, this model can be used from a Power Automate or as well as a Power App as well. And there are other models like where we can detect the objects as well. This is very helpful, especially in the cases of some oil and gas or healthcare. In those, like, okay, give a picture, I can identify all the objects in that picture. Like if you give me an equipment picture, then I can identify all the parts whichever are visible for the model. I can identify them and list them right here as well. But we need to train the models. And here the image classifications. This is very, very helpful in the case of image, but this is a low example. So if we have a picture with any particular equipment, we can identify that with this model. And there are text-based models, and we can see sentiment. So if we provide a text, and also this model also supports wide varieties of languages as well. If we provide a text to this particular model, then it will read the model. The model will read the text, and it will give you the sentiment. So for example, for this, it was an easy to sign up for an online bill payment. The sentiment is positive, but the confidence score is 100%, means the model is sure that this is related, this is a positive sentence. But if I take a device stopped working, this is a negative statement, and you can see the sentiment as a negative, and the score, the confidence score is 78, means we need to give more samples. So the more the confidence score is, the better the results are. So we need to train the model as much as possible with a lot of data. Okay, I have a simple demo here. I will just showcase showcase. This is an invoice processing. Let's see, like I have this is a Power App. All I did was, if you see here, the Power App Studio, the insert, and if I go to the AI Builder menu, then I can see these pre-built models readily available for me to use from the app. And there are other models that I can use it as well, even though I don't see on the menu. Like let's tap it here and go to the invoice processing. I'll just select some random invoice, and the model actually reads through all this text involved in the invoice, and it gets the invoice ID and invoice total right from the image or a PDF document. We don't need to manually type all of this data. And we can process this when, for example, if a customer is sending you their invoices through emails, we can automate that, like read the emails, get the file, attached file, read it through the AI model, and get the information and write into a SharePoint list or into a SQL server, SQL table as well. And there is a text recognition as well. If you see, I loaded one example of the text recognition, one image here, which has a lot of different vehicles or equipment. So you can see the model can recognize these equipment and the text on it as well. And the other one is receipt processing as well. I can process some of the receipts as well. If I go to some Walmart or any receipts, the model can process the receipt and get the values back as well. So like this, we can get all the details from the receipt and also itemized details also. And we can store all of that into And also the business cards, I mean the identity like a passports, driving license, or any other legal documents can be scanned, and as well as business cards can be read as well. And we just saw the sentiment one as well. So these are the different models, but these models are not limited to only the models which we have seen here, but there are tons of models which are Microsoft still working, and a lot of things, a lot of models they are going to make them available in coming days as well. And now if we go back to the slides, the last one is a licensing. The AI Builder is an add-on component to the Power Platform, and it is a premium service, as I mentioned earlier. So we need a separate license for it. And this is a point and click kind of service. So Microsoft did all the heavy lifting. All we need to do is just leverage that, and within few minutes, and use it to automate the process. So, and you can go to this reference link to see the reference link has a calculator, AI calculator, how many invoices I can process, and what is the cost of processing those invoices. So, so you can review the licensing from this particular reference link. And this is the barcode. Please scan this. And if you want to reach the Catapult for any expertise, advice then this is the best place. Scan the barcode, and you should be able to. With this, you can reach to one of our experts, and we will definitely be able to help you in any of the specializations. And we carry a lot of expertise, and we did work with a lot of customers, and we carry all of that expertise, and we can guide you like how everybody else is working. Thank you. That's all I have, and I hope you enjoyed this topic, and please let us know your feedback. Thank you so much.